Right now, Madison is on track to add an Amtrak station in the years to come. We'll show you how city leaders need your help before that idea leaves the station.
Plus, several more days of frigid temperatures before we climb above freezing. Gary shares when we can expect a warm up.
And if you're annoyed with how our roads look after 2 snowstorms, we'll share why the city says the current conditions are a best case scenario. It's all ahead on News 3 Now at 10. Another frigid day and night across southern Wisconsin. You expect more of the same over the next several days.
We are just going to have to wait out this stretch of Arctic temperatures.
Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti shares just when that might be. Gary?
Well, we still have a few more days to get there, and until then, we have first warn weather alert days in the forecast all the way through Sunday morning. Let's take a look at the alert day information here. Bitterly cold nighttime low temperatures could drop to as cold as 20 to 25 degrees below zero every night through early Sunday morning. Snow showers are also likely tomorrow, late tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. That could bring some minor snow accumulations, but the problem is with temperatures this cold, that just makes the roads icier. Time lapse from the Platteville Queen Bee Radio Sky Cam shows sunny skies for much of the day, and then some high thin clouds started to come in from the west as a weather system is passing just to our south. That's bringing some snow from Iowa into Illinois. I don't think any of that snow that shows up over southern Wisconsin is really reaching the ground. Surface reports don't indicate that, but it's probably we're probably seeing some light snow across northern Illinois. Low temperatures this morning, 1 below zero here in Madison, 2 below zero in Janesville. Most areas were just below zero. High temperatures today, not as cold as the last couple of days, but still 13 degrees is still almost 15 degrees below average for this time of year. Janesville topped out at 16. Most areas were in the teens. Right now, temperatures are in the teens from Madison southward, already seeing single-digit temperatures farther to the north where there are partly cloudy skies instead of mostly cloudy skies. Here in Dane County right now, 15 in Verona, 14 in Middleton, and 13 in Sun Prairie. You factor in the winds, we're seeing wind chills right now right around zero or just a little bit above. Areas to the north seeing below zero wind chills. Those will continue to drop overnight, so by morning we'll be down to around 1 degree above zero with wind chills from about 10 to 20 below zero. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that includes more bitterly cold temperatures, but hope is on the horizon for next week for milder weather.
Gary, thank you. And as you probably noticed, driving around the city of Madison has been a bit dicey since Friday's storm and following the deep freeze.
We've seen your complaints and concerns about how the city responded to snow and ice removal, and our Arman Rahman went straight to the Streets Division to get some answers.
The road conditions are definitely not optimal right now, but the City of Madison Streets Division says after 2 major snowstorms and a hard freeze and a week of frigid temperatures, this is exactly where they want things to be.
You can get the result we have on the roads right now by making a mistake. You can do that. That's not what happened here.
You may find that hard to hear when you drive down John Nolan Drive, for example, on what looks like an ice rink. We asked Madison Street Superintendent Charlie Romines about that route and others that you've brought up.
It's certainly slick in spots. You know, we understand hard-packed snow can be slippery and is in certain places. It's not ice.
And he says snowpack was the safer alternative because of the city's plow crews on busy main streets tried to continuously salt like the DOT does on open highways.
What happens is if you can't keep up with it, is that you risk the real opportunity of creating ice.
But according to Romines, that's not because the Streets Division is underfunded or lacking equipment for what he calls a once-in-a-blue-moon weather event.
Was there anything we needed to handle this event better based on our long-standing practices and policies and service levels for snow and ice in the city of Madison? No.
He says since Friday, they've had hundreds of trucks from his division and others out, and his crew won't stop until things are expected to warm up next week.
We understand that this is inconvenient for people. It's not ideal. You know, we kind of landed the plane about with the options that were ahead of us.
The street superintendent expects temperatures to get warm enough around Monday morning where they can start applying salt to get the roads back to bare pavement. But he says that means plows will start pushing that slushy snow in front of driveways and on the edges of roads, so be prepared for that. In Madison, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.
Today, Dane County cut the ribbon on its new emergency operations center designed to provide the county with an immediate response for weather-related emergencies. Whether it be flooding, severe weather, or other natural events, this dedicated Fitchburg facility is always on standby. It has increased Wi-Fi and cellular capacity, permanent video conferencing capabilities, multiple large-screen monitors, radio communications, and an audio system. Dane County purchased the former Fitchburg Fire Station in 2020 for $1.8 million. And spent $5.6 million to convert the space. Well, we are one step closer to seeing an Amtrak station in Madison after city planners released a detailed study this week.
It's part of the search for the best spot to put a passenger rail station in Madison that would connect us to Milwaukee, Chicago, and the Twin Cities. Braden Ross read through that report and joins us now to break it all down. Braden?
Yeah, I read through that 70-page report so you don't have to. Here's what you need to know.
In 1971, Madison lost rail service, and we've really kind of been wanting it back ever since.
Well, now Madison has a chance to get back on track. Amtrak, that is.
There's going to be a lot of different entities that play into the decision of where we place a station.
So the city of Madison commissioned a study to give those entities and the public a glance at what passenger rail in Madison could look like. They identified 6 different areas on existing rail lines where an Amtrak station could go, then evaluated them based on things like ridership potential, rail operations, and land availability.
If you add those 3 things together, it kind of made it easier to eliminate some of the corridors that were more challenging or didn't necessarily meet expectations.
That brought them to 3 different potential corridors. First Street, near where the new public market will go, Oscar Mayer, right next to the old Oscar Mayer plant, and downtown, all of which have pros and cons.
Generally, the station locations that are closer to downtown would allow people to get to their destinations, perhaps by just walking, right, or by using a bus, and that's attractive. However, the downtown locations aren't maybe as attractive for people that would need parking.
From there, they identified 8 different specific station locations and mapped out the benefits and drawbacks of those as well. Now they're one step closer to picking 1 or 2 of those plans to flesh out even further, and they want your input. But while there are a lot of details to focus on, it's the big picture that's the most exciting.
We have an opportunity to get passenger rail, right? And maybe one person might like location A, another person might like location C, right? And to me, it doesn't matter what location it is, right? If we can get passenger rail back to Madison, wouldn't that be exciting?
Now, the city of Madison will hold public information meetings on the rail study coming up on January 30th and February 6th. And as for when we could actually see whichever station they pick become a reality here in Madison, that likely won't be until the early 2030s.
Yeah, we will be waiting a bit. Braden, thank you. A new fence now surrounds a retention pond in Sun Prairie that 2 little boys fell into earlier this month. Sadly, they would both later pass away. That fence is a move that's the beginning of many discussions surrounding safety at these kinds of water sources throughout our area. The Director of Public Services Department in Sun Prairie says there are discussions about requirements for additional safety measures now at ponds like this, but nothing is official just yet. A Madison alder who knew the mother of the 2 boys said she plans to address those same kinds of concerns in Madison and throughout the state.
I'm confident that within this next couple of months, more municipalities will, whether it be warning signs, whether it's fencing, whatever the thing is, to keep kids safe who live in close proximity to these kinds of bodies of water, we'll see some improvements.
An aunt of one of the 2 boys tells us the family is grateful that that fence is up to, quote, serve and protect other children from drowning.
A large fire broke out overnight at a home in Rock County. It happened at a home off Clinton Corners Road, southeast of the village of Clinton. No one was hurt, but the family living there is now without a home. However, the Red Cross is assisting them with shelter. The cause of the fire is under investigation.
New attendant Democratic law firm has asked the Wisconsin Supreme Court to throw out the state's congressional maps. It argues the court's decision last month on new state legislative maps in the state legislature, those maps, that would open the door to a challenge for the congressional boundaries. 6 of the state's 8 congressional seats are held by Democrats. Only 2 of the districts are seen as competitive. The Wisconsin Supreme Court is under a tight deadline to consider the challenge. State elections officials said new maps must be in place by March 15th in order to make adequate preparations ahead of the August primary. Despite sub-freezing temperatures, presidential politics are heating up in New Hampshire just days away from the next week's Republican primary.
CBS News' Christian Benavidez shares how how Republican candidates are targeting voters in the Granite State.
Good evening.
Ahead of next Tuesday's First in the Nation primary, the 3 Republican candidates for president came out swinging again in New Hampshire.
Donald Trump is running for his issues. Nikki's running for the donors' issues. I'm running for your issues and your family's issues, and solely to turn this country around.
We have to unify and focus all of our resources and energy and effort on defeating crooked Joe Biden, the worst president in the history of our country.
A federal judge in New York City threatened to have former President Trump barred from the courtroom for repeatedly speaking out during testimony from writer E. Jean Carroll. In the civil suit, she accuses Trump of defamation after she wrote that he sexually assaulted her in the 1990s. The former president remains the frontrunner after trouncing Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley in Monday's Iowa caucuses.
The majority of Americans have said they don't want their options to be 2 80-year-olds for president. We've got to move past that.
On ABC's The View, Vice President Kamala Harris expressed her concerns over the possibility of a second Trump presidency.
The former president running for office, openly saying that he promises to essentially be a dictator.
President Biden posted this fundraising video.
Our campaign is nurses and teachers versus extreme MAGA Republicans.
Mr. Biden says his campaign raised more than $1.5 million from grassroots donors after the Iowa caucuses. Cristian Benavides, CBS News.
More stories are straight ahead at 10.
The frigid temperatures are affecting the blood supply. Now the American Red Cross is in dire need of blood donations. That's just ahead.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the Best Evening Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
Come on, Michael, come on. Catch the ball! Huddle up! Do you need to get your eyes checked? Well, actually, here's the play. Stanton Optical makes glasses in 30 minutes. It's easy on 3. 1, 2, 3. Easy! Hut! Come on, Michael, you got this! Come on, turn! Michael, catch! I can see! You did it! I did it! 30-minute glasses? Now that's an easy play. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org. or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
This is how it feels to do more with less asthma, thanks to Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Imagine that. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic for asthma.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, the lovely Lily Singh.
I like your whole vibe. Are we gonna become best friends? I'm into this.
Then reframe your financial future.
Go on offense with your money.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
If you get your groceries at Aldi, don't forget to bring a reusable bag. The discount grocery retailer has eliminated plastic shopping bags from all of its 2,300 U.S. stores. Customers are encouraged to bring their own reusable bags, but if you do forget yours, you can buy cloth bags right there in the stores. Well, you won't believe the daily number of hacking attempts JPMorgan Chase says it faces. 45 billion, and they say that figure is double what it was last year. The number highlights the escalating cybersecurity challenges JPMorgan Chase and other Wall Street titans are facing. Leaders at the company say they are spending $15 billion annually and employ 62,000 IT experts to fight cybercrimes.
Turning to our Health Watch, there has been a severe drop in blood donations due to our recent winter storms. Nonprofit Impact Life Blood Center estimates nearly 1,000 donations have been canceled. They're now asking people across southern Wisconsin to step up to donate. Now, blood donations do typically drop off around the holidays, but that, combined with our recent severe weather, have made that situation worse.
We always expect some snow and cold, but this has been to a degree where unfortunately we have had to cancel numerous blood drives. I mean, dozens of blood drives across our service region.
On top of the blood drives being canceled, some donors have canceled appointments due to the conditions of our roads. If you'd like to make a donation to give blood, you can schedule an appointment at bloodcenter.org. An Oklahoma radio station off the air tonight after thieves took down its 500-foot tower.
The reason? To steal copper from that structure. Now all that's left is about $500,000 worth of damage. This happened in the town of Hugo, and as a result, the station K95.5 is off the air as the station works to recover from this crime. The station's owner simply couldn't believe what he saw when arriving to work and seeing the downed tower.
Disbelief. You know, we've had weather, we've had snow, we've had tornadoes, we've had lightning, but we've never had someone come in actually cut a tower down before.
Sheriff's deputies are investigating the incident and telling locals in the area to be on the lookout for 3-inch copper pipes.
Well, a few weeks ago, we told you about an Indiana man trapped inside his wrecked truck for nearly a week before a pair of fishermen found his vehicle, rescuing him. And this week, he had the chance to thank the people who came to his rescue.
The 6 days I was down there were longest, scariest, most terrifying days of my life, because that day I had given up hope. And, you know, that morning and I think I handed you my notebook, but that notebook had my obituary in it.
Matt Ruhm was discharged from the hospital just yesterday, 3 weeks after the rescue. A pair of fishermen found him inside his wrecked pickup truck in a creek off Interstate 94 in northwest Indiana. Fire officials said at the time that Ruhm had survived those 6 days by filtering rainwater from a drain pipe and using an airbag as a blanket. Ruhm was flown to a hospital in South Bend, and he did end up having a leg amputated. Clouds hovering over Lake Michigan captivated residents on its western shore. This was the scene from Milwaukee. Michael Antonelli, who filmed the video, said the convective clouds looked as if Lake Michigan had mountains out there.
Wow.
Time now for another check of the first one forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
That's what happens when you have cold air over warm water. That's when we talk about convection, you know, it's like thunderstorms. You have warm air near the ground, you have cold air aloft. Well, this time it's cold air, and then you have warm water.
Nice
below
to see
it.
our mountains for once.
Yeah, well, it's about the only way we're going to see them
Yeah.
around here, unless you're looking at mountains of snow, and we've seen a lot of those too. But as we take a look at some viewer photos, they've also led to some pretty nice pictures. This picture of a Portage sunset from Vicki Miller. Thank you very much. You can see the snow on the ground there. And this beautiful picture sent in from Greg Sishi of Lake Mendota through the trees near the UW-Madison campus. If you want to send us your viewer photos, you can submit them right through the First Warn Weather and Traffic app, or you can email them to us at firstwarn@wisc-tv.com. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Bitterly cold weather continues through Sunday morning. That really hasn't changed. Looking at some minor snow accumulations from late tomorrow afternoon through tomorrow night, but mild weather returns by next week. We could see rain showers or maybe a mix of rain and snow at nighttime hours, but much of the time temperatures will be above freezing. The First Warn
weather alert days remain in the forecast through Sunday morning. Early morning wind chills could be as cold as 20 to 25 degrees below zero, and we'll see some snow showers Thursday night. That'll bring some minor snow accumulations, but that could also lead to some slippery road surfaces because the temperatures are so cold. Tonight, some light snow moving through northern Illinois. I think what you're seeing on radar here over southern Wisconsin, not reaching the ground, not seeing any surface reports of that happening, but most of the accumulating snow, and it'll be minor snow accumulations, will stay south of the Wisconsin-Illinois state line as this weather system kind of expands as it moves into Indiana and southern Michigan. Future track for us beginning tomorrow afternoon, temperatures in the middle teens. That's even better than we saw today. Not by much, but every little bit helps. Then we see snow showers coming in from the south and west. Those will move into southern Wisconsin during the nighttime hours, probably continue into the hours shortly after midnight and then start to settle down. Then temperatures start to drop off and we're down into the single digits by early on Friday morning. Future track snowfall right now, the very latest computer model update shows maybe some 2 or 3 inch amounts south of Janesville. Most areas probably an inch or less north of Dane County, almost certainly less than an inch of snow accumulation. But more hope on the horizon. The 8 to 14-day temperature outlook through the end of January, calling for above normal temperatures for the entire country. We've said this for the last 3 days, with the highest probabilities from Madison all the way to the East Coast. Precipitation expected to be above normal. But again, with the milder temperatures starting next week, we're going to be looking at a lot of that in the form of rain. Planning your day for tomorrow, temperatures start out in the single digits. We're into the upper single digits by the time we get to 9 a.m., around 10 or a little bit higher than that by noontime, and high temperatures topping out in the middle teens. Future track wind chills, single digits above and below zero overnight. But during the day tomorrow, there'll be a little more wind, and that will probably keep wind chills at or below zero most of the time. Tonight, look for a low of 1 above zero with wind chills perhaps as cold as 10 to 15 below zero. And then for tomorrow, look for a high temperature of 14 with some snow showers developing west of Madison late in the day. Planning your day across Dane County, a high of 14 in Mount Vernon, 14 for the high in DeForest. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 14 in Janesville, 14 for the high in Platteville. And again, that snowfall, a couple of inches possible near the Illinois state line, about an inch in Madison, a little bit less to the north. First warned 7 to 10 day forecast. Below normal temperatures through the weekend, then above normal temperatures next week with rain, but also a possibility for a mix of rain or even a little freezing rain Monday afternoon and a mix of rain and snow at night any day next week.
And still to come in sports, the Bucks played the Cavs tonight, but did it without the Greek Freak. But could they still eke out a win? We've got that and much more next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When your door is always open, so is the fridge. With Pick and Save, you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards, whether you shop in-store, pickup, or delivery. That's a win-win-win. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Get big savings and transform your home with Menard's huge selection of Patriot lighting. Find your style with over 300 stocked Patriot lighting interior lights priced under $100. Check out the elegant Joska collection to enhance the style of any room in your home. This 2-light flush mount ceiling light is stocked in 2 finishes, brushed nickel or matte black. Pick one up today for just $44.99 after rebate. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Spectrum Mobile brings you our best deal to start the new year. Now you can get unlimited mobile for $15 per line. That's right, only $15 a month per line. It's our best price on unlimited mobile. Switch now and save over $1,400 for the first year with Spectrum Mobile, the nation's fastest growing mobile provider. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line with no added taxes or hidden fees and no contracts. Call 855-204-1678 or visit a Spectrum store near you. With Spectrum Mobile, you get a fast, reliable 5G network that millions of customers rely on. And you get the fastest wireless speeds with unlimited data to stream all day and the freedom to text and talk all you want. Plus nationwide 5G at no additional cost. All this for $15 a line with no added taxes or hidden fees. Start saving over $1,400 on your mobile bill now. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line with no added taxes or hidden fees and no contracts. Call 855-204-1678 or visit a Spectrum store near you.
Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
Buy a sausage biscuit, sausage McMuffin, or sausage McGriddles and get one for $1.
Choose FlexBuy on a new Ford SUV and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $1,500 FlexBuy cash. See your local Ford dealer.
Join the media sales team at Television Wisconsin and be part of something bigger. If you're passionate about helping local businesses succeed, apply today at channel3000.com. We're not just hiring, we're building careers.
When your door is always open, so is the fridge. With Pick and Save, you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards, whether you shop in-store, pickup, or delivery. That's a win-win-win. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
The Bucks played the Cavs tonight and did it without Giannis. The last time Giannis was out, well, Dame Lillard scored 37 points, and the Bucks won, too. They did it with a key piece tonight back in their lineup, Jake Crowder, after 2 months, but wouldn't make much of a difference. First quarter, and Milwaukee's already getting mauled. Cavs lead 28-11. Dame hits his first 3 of the night. He finished with 17 points. In this game, I cannot believe I'm saying this, was the Georges Niang game. The Iowa State legend connects from 3. He dropped a career-high 33 points, going 13 of 14 from the field, and the Bucks get blown out 135-95 is your final. Maybe in their wildest dreams, Packers fans thought Jordan Love would be this good this early. But what he did on Sunday, I don't think anybody expected that. After posting the 3rd best QBR in playoff history, Love and the Packers are headed for San Francisco. The teams meet for an NFL record 10th time in the postseason, a matchup that Aaron Rodgers was 0-4 in. But just maybe, Love can turn Green Bay's luck.
I'll tell you what, the guy made some massive plays in that game that kind of go off script, so to speak. And to me, that's where you see so much value in him. There are so many great plays.
I mean, I always thought and believed and knew that he was going to be a good quarterback. I mean, I don't think anyone could have foreseen the type of games that he's been throwing together.
And Wisconsin football hired A.J. Blazek as their new offensive line coach. Blazek has spent his entire coaching career coaching the O-line and returned to the Big Ten, where he played in college to help Bucky's big men. To no one's surprise, Steve Stricker was named the PGA Champions Tour Player of the Year today. Strick shot a 67.54 average on the year, setting a new Champions Tour record. Edgerton's own won 6 of his 16 events in 2023, including 3 majors, while hauling in $4 million in winnings, which also set a new tour record. Wisconsin wrestling opens Big Ten play this weekend when they host number 7 Ohio State. The 22nd ranked Badgers are winners of 5 straight and are hot at the right time. Chris Bono says the progression that this group has made since November is one of the biggest leaps of any team that he's coached.
It's going to be a very tough challenge, but if you're going to upset somebody, it's going to be in your house, and our guys don't see numbers or anything like that in front of names or teams. They're going to be there. They're going to be fighting, and, you know, we need a couple of our young guys to step up and upset some guys for us to have a chance to win this duel.
And don't forget to tune in this Friday when Matty D. St. Paul joins the Wisconsin Huddle. Zach Hanley gets to know the Badger star and talks about Wisconsin men's hockey meteoric rise this year. We'll be right back.
This holiday season, learn how to protect yourself from fraud. Educate yourself about common scams and other kinds of fraud and how to avoid them. Recognize the risks and protect yourself at walmart.com/financial literacy.
A concert experience you won't want to miss. It's the Commodores. Performing live Saturday, February 17th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. 70 million albums sold, 7 #1 hits. The Grammy Award-winning Commodores. February 17th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
When you have moderate to severe eczema, it's okay to show off. With Dupixent, Show off your clearer skin and less itch. Because you have plenty of reasons to show off your skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, you can stay ahead of your eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Save big this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Pepsi products, 6-pack mini cans or bottles, just $2.99 each when you buy 4. Jack's Pizza is just $2.48. Get General Mills cereal like Cheerios for just $1.99. Tostitos, just $2.99. Hy-Vee bacon is just $2.99. And Prego Italian sauce is only $1.48. Get these great deals and more Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Get a large 2-topping take and bake pizza for just $10.99. Order now at papamurphys.com.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. Trust your home with RG Heating and AC.
In partnership with Khan Academy, Walmart is offering a free financial literacy course. The course covers topics like consumer credit, insurance, and investing, and has tools for recognizing and protecting yourself from fraud. Take the free course at walmart.com/financial literacy.
Traveler calls it a wrap, Thursday at 10.
Well, not every day you get to see penguins on the move, but there they are. This is the Calgary Zoo as part of its Penguin Walk every winter. A few opportunities arise for these king penguins to leave their enclosure, take a stroll through the zoo grounds. Now, in the wild, this species of penguins walk very long distances to find open water. It's no surprise they use this opportunity to stretch those long legs.
Move them out.
Gotta stretch those legs. Quick final check.
Yeah, well, they're probably looking for someplace warm.
I love this.
Snow showers south of the Wisconsin-Illinois state line. 6-hour future track radar keeps everything pretty much south of us, but temperatures right now are around 12 degrees.
Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.